Good evening everybody, and once again welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are gonna build a multimodal index with DeltaStreamer and OneTable and interoperate between all the three lakehouse formats such as Hudi, Iceberg and Delta Lake. Not only that, we are also gonna be exploring data keeping in action. All of that is in this video, so without wasting any further time, let's get straight into action. And before we begin the labs, I do have a blog where I have listed all the steps needed. So in case if you miss out on any steps, please refer to the blog, which has all the necessary information. So now let's get started. All right, so the first step is we need some data to play with. So for that, let me share my screen. In the project repository, you'll be given a Python file called datagen.py. So what we need to do is we simply need to run the datagen.py. We're going to say python 3 datagen.py and run successfully. And as you can see now, we have two folders, customer and order. Inside that, we have some sample data set to play with. Now, once you have some sample data set, the next step is you need to download the jar files. So we need 3 jar files for this project. The first one is going to be Hudi extension -0.1.0 snapshot bundle jar. This is used to interoperate between Hudi, Iceberg and Delta Lake. Again, this will help us, right? The next one is we're gonna need Hudi Java client -0.14.0 jar. And then the next one is gonna be for our DeltaStreamer, which will allow us to ingest data from various sources into Hudi. Hudi-utilities -slim bundle _2.12 -0.14.0. So these are the 3 jar files, and the link is given on the blog and the GitHub. So click on the link and download these 3 jar files in your current working directory. Now, the third step is we need to ingest data from the sample CSV file. So we're going to be leveraging DeltaStreamer to ingest the data. So let me share my screen. Pretty straightforward. Again, spark.submit. We are using org.apache.hudi.utilities.streamer.hudi-streamer class. I'm using the Spark 3.4 bundle package. Again, if you're using a different version of Spark, please change this. After that, we provide the jar file over here, and we're using 2 jar. Again, Hudi-extension jar, and the next one is the Hudi Java client jar. Again, the Hudi extension will help us to interoperate between all the 3 lakehouse format with DeltaStreamer, right? Over here, we provide the path for our Hudi utility slim bundle jar. Table type, copy on write, target, where do you want to create your transactional data lake? So please make sure to change the path depending upon whether you're using Windows or Mac. So make sure to change the path. Table, the table name is going to be bronze_order. Operation is going to be upsert. And then these are the 2 important flags. So the sync tool class is going to be io.onetable.hudi.sync.onetable sync tool. Okay. And then we need to provide the flag enable sync. This means after every commit, DeltaStreamer will sync the metadata with Delta and Iceberg. So over here, as you can see, hudi.onetable.formats.to.sync is equal to Delta and Iceberg. So we are saying, hey, ingest the data into Hudi transactional data lake and then build the metadata for Delta and Iceberg so I can interoperate between all of the 3 lakehouse format, right? So hopefully made sense, easy there. Okay, so copy, come here, and we'll paste it. So this will start our DeltaStreamer job and could take about a minute or so. So let's wait. And hopefully should be done in next second. Yep, it's done. So now I wanted to show you quickly. I have a folder called Hudi, and here you can see I have a folder called Delta log. So this is the metadata for the Delta tables, right? For Iceberg, you will see a folder called metadata, and here there's all metadata related to the Iceberg. So now you simply provide the path, and you can either read as a Delta, Iceberg, or Hudi, right? Doesn't really matter. Now, the way we can verify this is I have a Python file called read_delta.py. It's a Hudi table, but it's a Delta table, but it's an Iceberg table, right? So anyway, so over here, I define the Spark version and the Delta version, right? Then I provide the path where my Hudi table or Iceberg table, however you want to call, right? But I can interoperate, right? So now let's run this Python file. So ls, we'll say python 3 read delta.py. Okay, and let me collapse this so you can probably see this, the data frame object. Hey, look, you got it working. So now you can read the table as a delta table. Perfect, absolutely fantastic, right? So now that we have, now that we have a Hudi table, we can also interoperate as a delta table or Iceberg, vice versa, right? Now let's learn how we can build a multimodal index with the Hudi indexer. I want to build the record level index and column stat. Record level index helps us to achieve blazing fast upsert and point lookup. And column stats can help you with data skipping features, right? So let's get started. So let's do this. So again, in the same project directory, now we're gonna be building the record level index. So, okay. So we're gonna use the class as org.apache.hudi.utilities.hudi indexer. I provide in the Spark bundle package, right? I provide the memory, and then I provide the path to the Hudi utility -slim bundle jar over here. Okay. Mode. There are two modes basically. Either you can first schedule and then execute, or you can use schedule and execute, right? So first, when you say schedule, it's gonna identify what all items it need to be indexed. So it'll be in, it'll identify that, and then you can execute them, right? So for now, I'm just saying schedule and execute. Base path, where would you wanna, build the index, right? So I'm providing the path to that Hudi table over here, as you can see. Then again, the index type, I wanna build the index for record index. I made sure that my metadata enable is set to true. I made sure that hudi.metadata.record.index.enable is set to true. And then last but not the least, hudi.metadata.index.async is set to true, because I'm doing it in an async way, right? All right, let's see this in action. So copy and paste the command here. So now it's gonna be doing the indexing, and the record level index should be built up by this. Okay, perfect, great, that's done. We'll verify in a second. Now let's build the column stat index. Same thing again. I'm not gonna explain you the first part. Again, same class, same package, same jar file, right? The only thing that changes here is here. The index type is now gonna be column stats, right? So now copy this guy, come here, paste it, and now it's gonna be building the column stat index for me. Absolutely fantastic. I think it's almost done. Perfect. And now if you go to the Hudi folder, okay, and then you go inside .hudi folder and metadata, here you can see column stats, and then you see a record underscore index. So we were able to build both the index in an async fashion, right? Now you can leverage data skipping on this again. So let me show you the code for that. Okay. So here you can see I provide the path to the Hudi transactional data lake, right? And then I enable these three flags, which is hudi.enable.data skipping. We set that to true. Then we say hudi.metadata.enable. We set that to true. And then last but not the least, hudi.metadata.index.columnStatsEnable, set that to true. Then simple, right? I create a snapshot and I run the query. Select everything from Hudi snapshot where salary is greater than this some number, right? Salary or whatever column, right? So now when you go over here, I think I already have a screenshot, so I'm just gonna show you here. Since we have the column stats, right? You can see the total number of file scans is 0, right? So hopefully made sense. So in this video, what you have learned is, hey, how you can ingest data from any sources using DeltaStreamer, and how you can leverage OneTable to interoperate between Hudi, Delta, and Iceberg. OneTable will basically perform the sync command after every commit, and it's gonna build the metadata for Delta and Iceberg. So now you can interoperate between any of the three lakehouse format. We also basically learned how you can build a multimodal index with Hudi indexer. And then we also saw how you can leverage the data skipping feature. I know there's a lot in this video, so that is why I have a blog which have all the steps, and the exercise file is given in the GitHub section. So make sure you clone the repository, try it out when you have some free time. With that being said, thank you so very much for watching. If you have any further question, do let me know. I'll try my best to answer them. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.